I'm going to quickly talk about the Joyo Preamp house, and I'm also going to mention the Mooer Preamp Live, which I have actually been a really big fan of until it freaking took a crap on me after and the warranty is up and they want me to send it back to freaking China. And so I'm not happy about that. And I'm going to explain to you why I'm talking about both pedals in the same video. I'm having some issues with the titles on the videos. They are doing their own thing, and I'm not sure why. So I will have to go back and change the title. So if you pop in live and I haven't changed the title and it says something like Confessions of a Picking Marxist or something like that, it's a mistake. I need to go back and do it. My technology isn't all together. So let's talk about this right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the camera because I don't do the fancy schmancy editing and stuff like that. This is live. This is in real time, so you can see what in the hell is going on, unfiltered. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move the camera real quick to show you the Joyo Preamp, the Joyo Preamp house. Okay, and it's upside down. I'm going to turn. Don't worry, I'm going to turn it the right way. I ain't going to make you look upside down the whole time. When I start playing, I will. Okay. Basic stuff. This is selects the different preamps you have, and these are all they put them right on the front here, which is a nice feature. You don't have to go looking at a manual to figure out which preamp you have, and they can't use the titles. This is really freaking annoying. If it's a Vox, call it a frickin' Vox. If it's a Fender Deluxe, call it a Fender Deluxe. Come on, let's all like grow up. But that's a minor thing. Just basic tone gain, and then basic tone stack and volume. Each amp gives you clean and distortion. Okay, straight up. And this is just don't get confused by this. This just allows you to assign. There's one IR for the whole thing, and this allows you to assign whether it's going to come out of the headphones, the XLR. I mean the quarter inch, and it's got a cool XLR, which is a nice feature. What it's so how that's so where that's gonna. Where you're going to have the impulse response. I think the impulse response is like fine for it's a general one that works half decent on most of the things, most of the preamp models on here. There are 9, like I said, each clean and distortion. How it works and why buttons are flashing is what happens is when you select the channel you want, you hold this down and it locks this for you. Okay. Or it is supposed to. Herein lies the issue. Now I'm going to go ahead and do some playing with this, and you're going to just have to kind of use your imaginations because it is going to be upside down. But I want you to be able to see what I'm doing. So I have the very first channel on. And this is supposed to be a tweed, kind of Fendery tweed kind of sound. Does it sound like any kind of Fender tweed you ever heard? Sure as hell doesn't sound like one to me. But that's okay. I'm looking for a Fendery edge of breakup kind of sound. I'm not going to go through every preamp with this. I'm doing this to demonstrate that this pedal has an issue. And that it does not sound like the examples you hear online. Let me move this a little bit because I want you guys to be able to see the guitar that I'm using. Okay, this is a Gibson Les Paul with P90s. This should be really bright. It's pretty dark. And as soon as you change a setting on here, this starts to flash. It tells you got to save that again. And if you want that to. No, there's no reverb on it. The reverb you're hearing is coming from the desk. I just have a smidge on just to kind of give it a little bit of these modelers and stuff. Without that, tend to get super dry. So that's what that is. Now let's try the clean sound. A little more lively. What you will find on this, which is very annoying, is that the clean sounds are louder than the distortion sounds. that's the volume cranked the whole way up, and that's you'd have to add a lot more distortion to equal the volume. And that is just a real. I'm on the guys. Look, I swear. Look at the toggle switch. I'm on the bridge pickup, and that should be. This is with P90s. That should be bright as. Very muddy, but when I get it down, can do the sort of edge of breakup thing. Not too bad. So we'll save it. Now the next goes right. The next one, number 2, is a JCM 900, which I think is really terrible sounding. It kind of comes to life though when you turn the gain way up. That's kind of cool. Little buzzy, fuzzy kind of sounding. We'll save that. Now, theoretically, when I go back to the Fender, it should have my sound saved. It does not. Where's my nice edge of breakup mellow sound that I just had saved? It's gone. It's back to that super muddy, overdriven sound. So that is the issue with this. If you change the sound on another preamp, it seems to affect your previous settings, and then you can't get back to what you want. The Vox, let's go to the Vox thing. Nobody can get, neither Mooer or Joyo can get the Vox right. Doesn't sound like a Vox, sounds like a box, but it's passable. You could use it. I mean, it's not terrible. I mean, this is $180 with shipping and everything on Amazon. Got it in 2 days. Okay, like none of that. All this I'd deal with. You know, it does take pedals really well too. So that's a very cool thing, and so it does react to pedals like an amp. So we wanted to mellow that out a bit. And if you were to crank that up through a good speaker, it's not too bad. You can get a kind of a vibey tone. Like I said, you throw a little compression on it or something. It totally works. If you're trying to go on, you're trying to play a gig, and you don't want to take an amp, like this would totally do the job. So let's save that. Let's see what this. It changed my number 2, which is supposed to be the Marshall 900, JCM 900 sound. It changed the sound of that. This is the sound I had. Back to a more gainy kind of Vox sound, and I have to adjust that to get back to where I had it. And so it's not holding the presets. That's the end of the day. That's what the thing is not doing properly. It's not holding your presets. I don't know what the point of saving your preset is. When you go to another thing, it automatically takes on the characteristics of the previous setup you have. That doesn't make any freaking sense to me at all. This thing right here, I got the Joyo because I started having problems with this, and this is a real shame. You turn the volume on this past 9 o'clock, you get this terrible, like just rattling, rumbling noise that makes the whole unit unusable. I can kind of work around it, but it scares me because I'm afraid I'm going to be out on a gig and it's going to take it's going to totally break and then I'm not going to have anything. So that's why I got this as a stopback. As a stopgap measure. I watched all the videos on YouTube about it. I'll put the camera back up. Whoops. Slipped off the old chair. This is live, guys. This is live. This is what live looks like. Those other videos that you guys watch out there in Facebook, in YouTube land, are all edited and everything like that. In any case, this sounds nothing like those videos. I mean, I can't really make it sound like that. Some of the other sounds, not all the sounds are bad. Like I said, here's a Friedman. It's cool. That's cool. But when I go back to something else, there's my Fender again. My muddy, broken Fender amp sound. So that's primarily the issue. And it doesn't really, again, I don't feel if you go back and watch the videos on this from other people, it doesn't sound like this. So I don't know if I have a defective unit, if I don't know what's going on. But I'm going to send this video to Joyo, and they can tell me what's going on. And if it is just a defective unit, I'll get another one, and I will do another video and sing its praises. I mean, I'm totally after that. I just let me clarify that, like, I'm not like being overly critical. I'm not trying to be overly critical about the sounds themselves, because I know what this is. This is a $180 piece of equipment. This is like $350 to $400. This is about a $400 piece of equipment. Okay, this definitely does a lot more and should do a lot more and sound better than this does, and it does when it's not broken. So I got this because I'm not gigging all that much. I didn't want to put money down for something like a Kemper or an XFX or something like that. I thought, well, maybe this will get me going. And if you set these up with these clean type sounds on the Vox or the Fender and you use a pedal, it's really cool, actually. I prefer the sound of the pedals that I have over the distortions on this. So this kind of can work like a clean amp, and you can run it into the PA and stuff like that. But this nonsense with it changing this, not holding the sounds, that's like not acceptable. Okay, so that is my critique of that. And let me know. I don't know if you guys have bought this and had any different experiences than I did. I remember when I got mine, I went back to the videos on YouTube, and I'm like, is this really the same thing? Because mine was on nothing like that. Anyhow, so there you have it. Joyo. Do something for me. All right, guys. Have a great day.